Yo boys, Ricecup here with another new video. Welcome back to another episode of Mr. Iron Bar. On the last progress video involving Yama, I finally got my first Oathplate armor drop after going over 3 times dry. As I always say, once the dam breaks, it comes flooding. Meaning the RNG is gonna turn around. And later on in this video, there will be a lot of cool showcases with the Oathplate armor set. And make sure to leave a like after finishing the video if you enjoyed it. Alright boys, I think I'm going to try to learn a nearly full melee method that means also adding rage phase. Like I did a hybrid where it was good practice, you know, it got me comfortable with like learning a bit of the timing of the flames and how to dodge while, you know, in melee distance. So we're gonna trim down the mace switch and learn a form called like the no fly method. The only catch is I'm not really using a guide. I've only seen people use it. So we're gonna just kind of improv it and hope that our experience thus far will get us that point. If you did watch the last video where I did get the ranker on Iron Bar, that did happen. It's just you're not gonna see it just yet. That's gonna start showing up probably a bit like halfway into the video, just because I did do a lot of this Yama progression around the same time that I was doing a Raxor, because there's no way in hell I was gonna spend like 6 hours doing a Raxor, for example, a day. It's not that kind of boss, so it was better to split it up. Okay, needs more work. That is extremely hard to try to figure out. So what I'm trying to learn is basically a variation of the no fly method. So the benefit of the no fly method is that you can take advantage of the Mark of Darkness hidden effect. If you're able to dodge the flame balls that descends from the sky perfectly by 1 tile, then the attack that you do next will be 1 tick faster. If you do this right during the flame ball specials, then you can get 2 to 3 hits of 3 tick Ember Light. It's gonna vary a bit depending on the exact timing, but yeah, it's really good. It's basically the best method that people will normally do for the rage phase. Oh, I did it. That was sick. Okay, I know that particular combo. I see. I also need a step from here. I see. So I need a step from here, and I also need to learn to step from here. Oh, dude, that was sick. Okay, yo, damn boys, that clicked. I had to use the restroom though. Nice, we got our first sub 5 with the melee only strat. Okay. I think we could probably do multi-kill trips maybe soon. Okay, well, I mean, most of the sequences aren't that hard to like at least dodge and tank a little bit of damage, but yeah, I need to master all the sequences, but I guess that just takes a lot of time. Another benefit, of course, to doing a melee only method is that I don't have to bring as many mace switches, so I can actually bring more supplies, so my kills per trip will get extended, and this will be good for one of the contract challenges where I have to melee. There we go, boys. Holy shit, I'm getting it now. Oh, oops. Got ahead of ourselves there. But I do know how to fix it now, so it's okay. I don't care. I'm just gonna melee it when it's like no HP. Dang, okay, I just did a 2-kill trip, guys, and that was with no food drops whatsoever. Do I dare push it? You know what? Frick it. Let's push it. Let's go. Oh, boys. Yo. 3-kill trip. No food drop. Yep. That's what I mean by having more inventory space. And honestly, I still messed it up quite a bit. I mean, like, the hits were fine. I was actually hitting pretty good. Wait, what even hit me, bro? Okay. Alright, that was a really bad first kill. Oh, no way. I actually got the helm? No freaking way, dude. Am I already done? Holy shit. Because I can make the legs. Holy shit, dude. We literally just started. And I got the helm, but I can't really use this, though. I don't have the rancor to make it work, unfortunately. Yeah, I lose 2 strength, and that means I lose the max hit. And I think I'm only getting, yeah, 10 slash. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep the max hit, huh? I need to take a break, so I'm back to playing a bit of Dragon Wilds, the survival focused version of RS. It's been really fun and the graphics are breathtaking, adding to the experience. However, one of my friends was lagging hard because their PC's old, so you need a decent setup. If you want to play games like this, but you're on a weak and old PC, then it is time to upgrade. Worry not, I am working with Apex Gaming PCs to make your next PC upgrade easy and affordable. Apex is promoting their Bronze Streamer and Streamer Plus builds. The Bronze build is the cheapest of the 3 and I absolutely recommend it for budget gamers. It has a Radeon RX 6500 XT GPU which easily runs old school in HD. The AMD Ryzen 5 4500 CPU with 16GB of DDR4 RAM should allow for easy multitasking. Apex lets you finance your purchase with monthly payments. The 4th of July sale is happening right now, and if you use the link in the description, you will support the channel and get 10% off your purchases. It is time to light up your life with Apex Gaming PC. So I really don't have to grind the links because I can make it, so I'm technically kind of done with the main drops. But I plan on being here for like 2 months at least until the new Delph demon boss comes out. Yes, it's another demon boss. So I still have an extra month, so I think I will go for the pet. There's no way. Okay, that's pretty good too. Nice. Okay, we're definitely getting better at this. A lot of people don't know this, but the Emberlight specs on stab, but just because it specs on stab doesn't mean that you don't want to maximize your slash accuracy with the Emberlight if you're going to spec with it, because if you put the Emberlight on slash, it'll still take that number into account and just treat the special as a stab on the enemy side of the defense. So it's still worth it just so you can land the Emberlight more accurately. I really like using it at the Yama solos just because it's more consistent than BGS. Sometimes BGS lands, it'll hit like a 2, you know, whereas Emberlight, if it lands, it's always 15% reduction in attack, strength, and defense. Here we go, boys. We're just bringing the helmet now for that accuracy to land the specs, and yeah, an extra 10 slash definitely, you know, should help with the Emberlight action here. A rack store next? Yeah, I've been working on it actually. Ooh, that was really clean. I guess, yeah, one of those combos, I kind of just have to wait. Yeah, the kills aren't really that much faster, unfortunately. What the f, dude? No way. Holy shit. I just got my dupe. Dude, wow, that's crazy. 2 items in 2 hours. Yo, guys, wake up, bro. I literally just got... I got my first oath piece from the lockbox, man. What the heck? Okay, I guess I'm back on the rate for Oathplate armors. Okay, now to KC, it's a pretty good stopping point for today. That was a decent trip. So if you're trying to learn this method, there are a few tips that I can give you that I found to be very helpful. The goal is to never let the boss melee you because it'll spawn the orb, and yeah, it makes it a lot harder. So when it is no flame balls, right? You hit it once, but you never will stand next to the boss. You'll always step back. Another tip is that when you are trying to learn how to attack while dodging the flame balls, you have to understand that they're... Nice. So when it comes to dodging the flame balls and attacking the boss, sometimes you're just not going to get that perfect 3 hits of 3 takes. Sometimes it's only going to be 2 of those 3 takes and 1 4 take. So sometimes you'll have to wait a little bit just to make sure you're in the right cycle, and that just takes quite a bit of practice. And my other final tip is that when the flame walls are coming, if you attack and dodge the flame walls at the same time, then you're basically in cycle. So if you're like completely lost where the cycle is, that's one way to get back into it. Nice. Okay, Thrall killed it. Nice. That was a good skip. Hell yeah, we just did the 4 kill trip with this setup. Okay, anyways, yeah, it's been good. Good 7+ hour stream. We got crazy shit done in a while. You know, we got the freaking helmet, the dupe body, and the freaking cutest pet I've ever had. Now that we've included the pet hunts, we're gonna always have a horn. So yeah, I can just use the Elder Maul when my friend does the horn spec. So it should be pretty chill. Let's see what kind of times we're gonna get. Since it doesn't scale the pet, whether you solo or duo. So duo is always going to be better. All right, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to horn. I'm going to bring the maul. Oh, hell yeah. We did the elite combat achievement task, but we still have to do the master and the grandmaster. So do you get out of here? Oh, I didn't get my death struck. Oh my god, it was right there. Oh shit, we did the master Yama speed chaser and a new PB. Nice. Yeah, we're just trying to, you know, average like around 3 minutes or less. Holy shit, that one died so fast. Holy, 240. Let's go. Dang, just on a normal kill. Very sick. Nice BB. I basically just do one Elder Maul, and then I usually do one Burning Claw, and then I use the SGS at the second judge. It usually works out. I usually have enough. I don't even kill like the flares on P1 or P2 at all. And yeah, we have a surging pot for like a 20-minute trip. There we go. There we go. That'll fix it up. Now I can also use these telly that I've been saving doing these duels because I don't really need the inventory space. I got so many, like holy shit, 200 plus now. So this is very interesting. With the Oathplate chest, you can actually use slash on the Dragon Hunter lands with something like the Wyvern, the Skeletal Wyverns, because these guys are actually really tanky to stab. So that means normally when you use the lance, you're stabbing, right? Not on this guy. You want to use slash or crush, but yeah, with the Oathplate, you want to definitely use slash. So that way you can actually kill these guys even faster than before. So yeah, there's definitely some weird gimmicks with the lance and the oath armor. What the hell?
Crikey!
Yo, what the hell? Look at that one. That's so fucking weird. Why the hell does that one have a arrow? Sometimes... Oh, wow. Look at that number. That's a big ass number, guys. 1,000. God damn. Oi! Oh shit, bro. I don't know what happened there. Oh my god. I got 6-hour log too. Oh, new PB 230. That's sick. Yo, my duo just got the body. Holy shit, from a lockbox. That's crazy, man. First drop from a lockbox. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of the soul runes and then the cosmic runes from my setup because we have the new aether runes for the Yama grind, the rest of the Yama grind. So that's freaking awesome. Save us one inventory slot. So at this point of the video, I finally got the Rancor, so I can actually start changing my setup a little bit for various different things that uses slash. I still gain what with the helmet? Whoa, the helmet still gives 10 slash accuracy. Since I don't have the legs right now, I haven't made it yet. This will still work. With the Rancor, I still keep my old max hit, so I never properly did this loadout. So this is gonna be one of the loadouts that I use from now on. Particularly if I'm spamming pretty much everything under the sun in the RCS spellbook. So okay, my friend's doing the flying thingy, and I'm just doing the no flying thingy. So that was a little confusing for a second there, but we're good. Wait, actually, I think you still get the drop. Oh, he didn't die. Oh my god, my teammate got one tick saved. That was crazy. Because he died at the same time the boss died. That's funny. Oh, now you died. Yeah, that 10 extra slash accuracy is definitely noticeable. Actually, no, I'm getting way more than that. I forgot. I've gotten 10 from the helmet and an extra, like, 10 from the freaking Rancor. Holy shit. Damn, look at that slash accuracy with the Amber Light, though, in this setup. That's actually crazy. It can get a bit higher as well, obviously, with the legs. But that's insane that we've already reached 172 range. So I just came up with a pretty smart idea. Whenever I get like a greater demon task, or maybe even a black demon task, I'm probably just gonna kill them at the chasm, because I can get a chance at the contracts for the Radiant Oathplate challenge. And I'm probably gonna need a good amount, especially for 1 or 2 of the specific challenges. We got our first contract that I wanted, so I'm not exactly sure if Sentry is gonna be the hardest one, but based on my limited observations from other players, it seems like it's either this or Body Blows. So I'll probably get like a good amount for both. Oh my god, another glyphic attenuation. What the hell? Oh, you know what sucks? I'm not supposed to be getting glyphic attenuations. I think it's because I'm killing it with a special attack, and that's why I'm getting the glyphic ones. We're about to finish this task of 180 graders, and I managed to get 5 of these contracts. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. We basically have 5 runes that's used for Artist Spellbook. So we can do Thralls, Discharge, and stuff like Mark of Darkness if you want. I like how I'm just running around like a madman nowadays and not care. The run energy changes are so good. Ooh, that was sick. You saw that dodge? That was pretty cool. I need to stock up on super combats because I'm just spamming this so much. But I am collecting the white berries. That's the only thing I'm really missing secondaries wise. And this bear tree, I totally forgot I can just use this bear tree to get to this bush patch. It's so nice. Alright boys, we made some more super combats. I used up all the torso potions I accidentally made a while ago. So we got 1,000 of these. Probably gonna turn them at least 500 into divines. So you see the stars that show up on top of these demons. So in this dungeon, so now that there's a blue star, right? And of course I am eligible to get the sensory clouding. That means that my chance of getting these contracts are doubled. But of course the stars that spawn is on a timer and it changes after like, I don't know how long, but it's at least a few minutes. But yeah, it definitely helps though whenever the blue shows up because I do want the sensory counting ones a lot more. So right now is a good time. Holy shit, dang, I just got another sensory clouding already. Like 2 in maybe a few minutes, man. Yeah, this double proc is so good. Holy shit, dude, this is awesome, man. Alright, I'm probably not gonna be doing Slayer for a bit, so I'm probably just gonna farm more of these if I need more for the contracts coming up. We have a bunch of the dossiers I haven't opened, so might not need to farm too many. Alright boys, now that I have the Rancor, it's time to make the legs. And to do that, I have to do this weird mining / smithing activity. So I basically mine these rocks first to start off, and I need to then use the chisel to break these down into these shales. And I need to get, I believe, 2,520 of these to start the other process to continue onwards to make the armor. So yeah, we're gonna AFK. So this is the AFK option. You just mine the deposit. You can also manipulate the ones here and grab like this sweats thing, like rag from this guy. But yeah, I'm just gonna AFK because I can't be asked, you know. I gotta do some editing and stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna AFK and do this. We're finally 2/3 of the way to getting this done for our legs. It's not too bad. I really do like the AFK option here. You just go between these two big ass rock deposits, and yeah, it's like several minutes of AFK kind of deal, so it's really good. Let's hope this is enough. I need to get to 2,520. Yep, okay, sick. We have all that we need. All right, tomorrow on stream I'm gonna go ahead and finally make the last piece of the Oathplate. It's really weird to literally make one of the best in slot items in the game from scratch, but at least it's only one time, and it's something I can show you guys too. It gets too small if you smelt silver together. Oh, okay, so now I need to make a bunch more of these. Oh, and I gotta do this every single time? Wow, one at a time. That's ass. Oh, there we go. We got ourselves 1 chunk, and now I need 8 more of these chunks. Why is the indicator so bad at telling you if you're close? Alright, there we go. I finally made 1 plate. Now I just gotta do this 8 more times. Okay, hand rub. Yeah, there we go. See? Hand rub. That speeds it up if you time it properly. There it is. 9 infernal plates. There it is, the menu. I've seen people accidentally click on the wrong thing and then like you can't get out of the animation. Don't click on anything else. Click on the legs. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, this animation is quite a long one, boys. It's quite a long one. Nice, we did it. There it is. We got the full Oathplate set now, and the funny part is I literally have enough shards to make another one if I want. We got it now. Look at that. The full set has freaking 38 slash accuracy. So crazy. And it's perfect time because I am gonna finish up my CAs again for like the 20th time. And yeah, one of it's the speed time. So I'm rocking 174 slash accuracy now. So we keep the same max hit of 68 with this setup. So yeah, this is like the best combo of max hit and accuracy for Yama. And the helm top bottom setup also works for a lot of other bosses too. So you guys might be wondering, how do you best use the Oathplate armor? After some extensive research and personally testing it, which you will see the test very soon, there are 3 things I would say to look out for. Number 1 is, if you don't have Torva, which many don't, then you'll always use this setup for most melee situations because it's basically bandos with the slash accuracy. And number 2, if you're fighting a tanky enemy and you're going to be using the slash style, you will most likely use pieces of the Oathplate or the full set, even if you have Torva, for things like Vardorvis and Duke, top chambers. So generally speaking, when it comes to most slash based boss situations, the safest combo right now is the Torva helm and the Oath top and bottom. And if you don't have the Torva helm, then you just use the full Oath set. The reason is because the top and the body gives so much accuracy that it often outweighs the 4 extra strength bonus of the Torva top and bottom when using slash against tanky enemies like Duke. Full Torva will have at least 1 higher max hit than full Oathplate. If you're fighting enemies that have very low defense like most Slayer monsters or just most monsters in general and some bosses as well, then full Torva will win. Full Torva will also be better than the Oathplate when you are not using the slash style. So let's say you're doing TOA, right, which is basically the stab style. That would be an example of Torva just completely being better. There's other combo situations with Torva and Oathplate, but the differences is pretty small and probably not worth stressing over. Now let's talk about how to best use the Oathplate in various popular places and whether or not it's going to be like a full Oathplate setup or like a hybrid setup. Okay, I guess I'm already 200 just with the Belter before, but yeah, with the Oathplate, holy, this is crazy. It's almost halfway to 300 slash from 200. Like, what the hell is this? Duke, I mean Vardorvis, I guess both for example, they're just so tanky that even with the Oathplate, you still end up using the Belter ring. Like, this still beats the Altar by a bit just because of, yeah, the super need for slash accuracy. So at Vardorvis and Duke, including the Awakened versions, the full Oathplate set is going to be the best there because they're both super tanky bosses, some of the tankiest bosses you'll ever fight, and slash being your best style. Solid. Already did a 52-second kill already in like 2 tries. Dang, look at these times, guys. Like, every kill pretty much is like very low 1 minute range. 103, 124, 109, 127, 114, 108, and of course the 52-second kill we got early on. Oh, my first Zara's Gutsword miss, guys. How many kills have we done? Dang, I've done 15 kills and I've only missed 1 time with the Zara's Gutsword spec. This was the worst kill I've had so far. And we're still on the same trip, by the way. We're on kill number 19 right now. But yeah, it goes from 52 seconds to 2 minutes. That is very good. I think before this, I was getting probably like 36 or, yeah, 7 or something. So definitely better than before. And we did 20-something kills. So yeah, absolutely really good first impression. Definitely best in slot here, no doubt about that. And yeah, you can pair this with just any slash weapon, of course. It's all about the accuracy, you know, you just want as much slash accuracy as possible. There's some interesting things that you can do at Duke with the full Oathplate. So normally you want to BGS the boss for the defense reduction, but you can actually use claws, like Burning Claws, Dragon Claws with the Oathplate set, just because that extra accuracy really helps do some extra DPS over there. So if you're tired of just the BGS kind of rolling random numbers and defense reduction, you can definitely swap with that instead. Holy shit, this kill's insane, guys, with this Oathplate armor. Damn, 136 on our 3rd try. Okay, yeah. That accuracy boost is nutty. Especially at the tankiest monsters, goddamn. Alright. Okay, that was the last kill for now. But yeah, our kills are pretty good. I think the slowest was 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but most of these kills are about, yeah, around 2 minutes. So the average is like 2 minutes. Melee Zulrah is pretty popular nowadays, and the Oathplate works the best there with the Noxious Halley and Crystal Halley combo for spec. Because the boss has a 50 damage cap, having more accuracy like Oathplate works even better. Fun fact, Zulrah in all 3 phases have 0 melee style resistance, so even if it's like the red phase, still just gonna hit as good as the green phase with melee. They definitely did not design this boss for melee in mind back in the day. Oh, that was a crazy. Okay, alright. I've been shit talking to Chally because I was doing some warm-up kills, and it was noodling like crazy. I want to still say that Chally definitely is a bit of a noodle, but when it pops off, you know, it goes hard. Alright, so this is gonna be the setup here for the Zulrah. We have the Echo Boots, super overkill, but it's nice. You can spam the Belter a bit more if you use that. Basically, when a melee snakelings get you, it'll proc the recoil and kill it. But unfortunately, the mage snakelings that spawn sometimes, they'll attack you from too far away, and then it can't proc it because it has to be close enough, like 3 tiles. So yeah, if you're playing range, for example, and they're maging you, the snakelings, you gotta put this on. But unnecessary, overkill, you can just camp Suffering if you want. But yeah, this is like kind of like the end game setup, I guess. Yeah, we got our thralls and stuff, so we can spam the Challies a bit more. Some spots that you can't really reach without taking a bunch of damage. And then you'll get dragged in weird ways that will send you to like Narnia. Sometimes, when I mean Narnia, I mean like the poison pool. There we go. I guess Chally's still worth it, you know? Especially if you can do your last hits well, like I'm doing right now. But yeah, we just got sub 1 minute kill. Let's see our kill times. Actually, we got sub 1 minute back to back, actually. 58, 54, 122, 107, 109. So yeah, it's pretty damn competitive, I guess, with like max mage and range. But the nice part about the melee setup, though, is definitely the minimal space. Like, you just bring the melee setup and that's it, right? So the inventory setup is very, very simple, which is definitely something I think a lot of people will prefer. Just kill it. Thank you very much. This setup is definitely very nice, or just the melee method as always, definitely as a competitive setup for sure. Might be the best method in terms of cost effectiveness, like price, you know, for the setup, the cost of using your setup. Having melee gear is definitely really nice though, because those surprise range hits, you can tank so much of it. It's actually insane. Yeah, it's pretty much the same kills per hour, I'm not gonna lie, when I was using like a max hybrid switch, but this is way less work. Yeah, the Echo Boots is pretty sick here. Look at that. You see that animation thing? Recoils like flies outwards and then it hits the enemy. And then we switch to the Suffering to kill these majors. Like that. Beautiful. Alright, we did about an hour of Zulrah with this setup here. Yeah, it's pretty solid, man. 37 kills. Very, very competitive to the max range of mage. And just way cheaper and more chill, so definitely very recommended here. Now let's talk about chambers. So it's going to be split up into solos and groups. So for the solo chambers, from testing, personally, I would say the Oathplate set is the best there, because you cannot always expect to lower the defense of Ohm, and Ohm is pretty tanky boss, especially in the challenge mode. The Oathplate tends to perform really consistently at the Ohm solos, and at things like Vanguards if you're going to use like Scythe or a slash weapon, and of course Tecton too if you're going to use like a Scythe. For CM solo Ohm, even with 2 Elder specs, the full Oathplate was performing better than even Torva, so it's just that tanky. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to showcase the Scythe like a lot anyways, right? Like, I might as well showcase the Lance, because I'm going to be scything a Torv and scything everywhere, you know. There you go, that's good. Now that's a good example. Decent, you know, not perfect, but good enough. Now let's talk about group raids. So for group raids, if you really want to micro manage, you can actually use the Oathplate top with the Torva helmet legs, because you actually keep the same exact max hit as full Torva, but you gain that like 16 accuracy with the body. And that's of course if you're overloaded. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter too much, you know. You could do like the full Oathplate set and it'll work probably almost the same. My lance is just going crazy right now. Holy, and my max is a 60 still? God damn. That's awesome that my max can still be this high. Holy, okay. That was a really fast hand though, I'm not gonna lie. Sheesh. I actually use lance on slash on things like Olm and Wyverns, just, you know, just to show you guys what I mean by the accuracy boost. They don't have a weakness to stab or anything. They're not like regular dragons, so you just want to use your highest accuracy. Time to charge this because I used it so much that I ran out of charges again. Because I'm like, damn, I'm missing a lot, even though I've supposedly gained 40 accuracy, you know? Oh, there we go. Now we're hitting, dude. Holy. There we go. Now I'm hitting. So good. Damn, 2 down with only 1 maul. Let's go. Holy shit. Okay. Now that was a big hit. Nice. Okay. Yeah, the Oathplate is definitely really noticeable here. But yeah, definitely I'd say I prefer Oathplate over Torva for solos for sure. Just the accuracy boost is so nice. Let's do some tops, guys. So for the melee setup, it's basically looking something like this. Obviously, if you don't have scythe, just use whatever you want. So for Theater of Blood, you're going to use the standard Torva helmet into the Oathplate body and legs, because there's a good mixture of like low defense enemies because of the fact that you can spec down most of the enemies to 0, and there's just some enemies that you just cannot spec down, like Sodasek and Verzik. Those are going to be naturally pretty tanky, so that combo is the best. Verzik is going to be the longest fight outside of Nilo, so this set is definitely going to be the best there for a long time. If you don't have the Torva helm, the full Oathplate set is almost the same, because P2 Verzik, for example, you actually do a little better with the full Oathplate set, just because that part of the fight is so tanky. This guy's still quite tanky. That's crazy. Even with the gear, I can still miss quite a bit. Feels like I could bring even more accuracy. Kill it, boys! Nice, okay. One more place I want to showcase is definitely the Colosseum, because that is one major boss where almost everything is weak to slash, and a lot of these guys have moderate to decently high defense. So they're not the tankiest defensive enemies like Vardorvis or Dukes, so the Torva helm and the Oathplate top and bottom is going to be the overall best combo, and then the full Oath set is only slightly behind that. So things like Manticores, the Colossus, the Minotaurs, and even Soul himself, you will definitely hit way less zeros with your slash weapons using Oathplate. Oh wait, we're already here? Oh, we're at the boss now. Oh, wave 11. Oh, okay. Huh. I thought I had to do one more wave. Okay. Okay, that's good. Overall, guys, I would say Oathplate is definitely worth getting. I would say it's definitely up there in terms of priorities. If you're going to do a lot of different melee bosses, chances are the Oathplate set will be very good. It's also very cheap and a lot faster to get compared to like Torva. If you guys have neither of them, you're probably going to get the Oathplate first. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the progress video and also the testing video, and hope you guys have learned some cool things about this new set of armor. It was very fun to test it personally. Anyways, I'll see you guys later with more progress.